Yes, massive Wagwan. Actually, Jamaican brother there, reaching out to all the massive on the African continent. And you're tuning to the Pan-African Bliss Show with your host, none other than Joby, from Monday to Friday. Stay tuned, and Gerardo says love, respect, and blessings for all. Big up, massive.
Yo, kill them, seconds to Trinidad, pick up the whole of them. Come on, get no idea, anything I do. Headline music, waiting I no do, they go say I do. Nothing but the truth, and I step up in the proof. No lie, my life, no be smarting. Remember last Christmas, Santa Claus gave me the glizzy with the switch dart. So some people no proceed this Christmas, and them my grasses, most of them not even Christians. Click bang, body sinking at the quicksand. See that full of bomb like Afghanistan. Little when me carry come in money and I'm making a free. I mean, I'm not happy for me. People, ridiculous them, seconds to Trinidad, pick up the whole of them. Come on, get no idea, anything I do. Headline music, waiting I no do, they go say I do. Nothing but the truth, and I step up in the proof. No lie, my life, no be smarting. Remember last Christmas, Santa Claus gave me the glizzy with the switch dart. So some people no go see this Christmas, and them my grasses, most of them not even Christians. Click bang, body sinking at the quicksand. See that full of bomb like Afghanistan. Living with me guy coming on the enemy, them a pray, I mean, no, they're not sorry for me. People are ball and a speak on me, but then we mean bloody crime scene calamity. And so we shoot out and figure can another cheat. We can never experience what everything. Tell us to in a life, when I take God. Violate people are dead God. Should I keep in your bed God? Taliban's them a make what? When I laugh up, when I take that. Badness is where we end us. When I shoot people, we end up in a red grass. No Taliban's like them near sure guns. They couldn't sleep by your yard in a 4 months. And so we make people a more now. Like y'all get fucked on a more house. Tough bars full of tears that we show. And if you see me chop on their nights, and then no politician with me, I go 4 down. 4 kilo, 4 seat and 4 rounds. Them on the tea like Lipton, all of the best boom boom they are Kingston. So me buy a Birkin to Jade the Kingdom. Some people vex on my phone get bring down. Me too rich now, so me buy 6 more. What's the plan? Cause I'm into my phone.
Reaching out to all the massive on the African continent. And the Pan-African Bliss Show with your host, none other than Joby, from Monday to Friday. Stay
Yes, welcome family Karibuni sana to yet another beautiful episode and session of the Pan-African Bliss right here on the Black Hot Fire Network radio station. I hope you guys are doing amazing. I hope you're having a wonderful time, a beautiful day, whatever the time is on your end. From the 254, from Tanzania, from Uganda, from Ghana, Nigeria, from the diaspora, wherever you are streaming live with us from Karibuni sana. My name is Joby and this is the Black Hot Fire Network radio station, and of course 18 minutes past 1 p.m. right here on the 254. I'd love to hear from your end. In case this is your first time, Karibu sana. Let me know what's the time on your end, and of course, how are you doing on today's beautiful day? I see man like Hazi saying Sasa cute, Nico Fiti sana uko aje. I also see MJ Valentino back in it. I see you saying afternoon, miss. I'm doing amazing. How are you doing, Karibus? And also see Mr. Black Hot Fan Network himself also with us in the building. A big shout out, and of course a special shout out to everyone with us. I also see Waturi Lina. I see Shemko in the building, and of course to everyone who's tuning and tapping the screen. Karibuni sana. Let me know where you are tuned in and listening to us from, in case this is your first time. And of course, Karibu sana. I also see Johis. I also see Kipto in the building, and of course to everyone, follow the host in case this is your first time right here, and enjoy enjoy this amazing discussion of today with us. Also, shout out to Eric One in the building. Shout out to Anna Baby, Karibu Sana, Asanteni Sana for tuning in. Kindly tap the screen, share the live to your amazing friends or family, those who are willing to study. We're here to learn, okay? The Black Hot Fan Network is all about learning. It's not just a radio station. We're here to educate each other, especially when it comes to our problems, our daily problems as African people. No matter where you are, when I buy ugali at $2, you're buying rice at $5. These issues are affecting us on a daily basis, no matter where you are as a Black person. And we're here to have this conversation. And of course, karibuni sana. Let me know where you're streaming with us from. That was Burna Boy with the one and only Byron Messiah, and of course the name of the jam is Taliban. And of course we'll be coming back after a short musical break with the quote of the day. In case you have any quote, kindly, we're getting into the weekend. Nilete pia mimi, push it, come in order, also pin it all right here on the screen, and I'll be able to share. Rather, I'll be glad to read that coming from you. But for me, as for now, back in the music, we'll be talking about Niger today, and we want to talk about what is going on. Yesterday, I don't know if Katie did speak about it, but if she did share, I think she did highlight you what was happening with the Niger commander. I think it's the commander who, the commander?
No,
the Wagner Group chief crashed on a plane, okay? And of course, this is very fishy, and we've seen that we've seen that right now Niger is coming forth and wants to talk about pulling through that is Burkina Faso and Mali, so that they can help them in case they are attacked. And I'm supporting them 100%, because we're talking about the unity of the African nations and all that. So yes, kindly join me and tune in and help me discuss this amazing conversation of today. This is Sai Sai by the one and only Saisa. I hope you get to enjoy, and of course, kindly stay through till the end of today's conversation.
Kama glass tunagonganisha, sai kama wada tunafuatanisha, sai kama msuka tunapagawisha, sai kama glass tunagonganisha, sai kama wada tunafuatanisha, sai kama msuka tunapagawisha, sai come on, mercy by. Come on, sitting by.
Karibuni sana once again.
Come on, Nisai.
Shout out to King of the Sun in the building. Shout out to RMM in the building. Shout out to Kimani. Shout out to Victor in the building. Shout out to Wallace as well in the building. Can you tap the screen and follow the host in case this is your first time? I see Kimani is asking respect to the fallen soldiers, of course. And takataka ya mamako. Toka hapa. Hata una adabu. Ulinyonyeshwa ama? Ujanyonyeshwa. If you breastfed if you really sucked your mama's teeth, don't come here abusing women. Have some respect for yourself, idiot. I see Victor in the building. You're saying that what station is this? This is the Black Hot Fan Network radio station. And we're all about positivity here. Ukikuja hapa na roho yako chafu, tunakurudisha tu nayo. Don't play with us. We're not faint. We're not there. We're not the faint-hearted, okay? You're coming for the wrong people. I see MJ Valentina is saying that here in London it is exactly 11:22 a.m. in the morning. 23 minutes past 1 p.m. right in the 254. Sai by the one and only Saisa. Playing right on the Black Hot Fan Network radio station. Your favorite host, Pony. My name is Joby. And this is the Pan-African Bliss. Friday vibes. Let me know where you're listening to me from in case this is your first time.
Kama ni mbwese bai, kama na siti ni mbwai, kwanza badai sitai, kama ni sai, netaka sai, makali na piga kachai, sina deni ndo ninajidai, zikwa tuna rizwa lai, plaga na fika tisai, sezi meshika design, machisto ndo mina dai, sesa lenza rogalini, sai, sesa tajama kalini, sai, kama kufana nafanya kama.
Thank you, Victor, for the gift.
Kama ni kucha miujiza kajini na wakanyaga kanya sinani.
Big up to Kalikata in the building.
Doba ni kali na bang, na wanyuri na swag, bado na stack the bag. Kama glass tunagonganisha, sai kama wada tunafuatanisha.
Kwenda huko.
Tunakwaga
Excuse peleka huko. Tunawajua sana.
Sai kama glass tunagonganisha.
Yes, and my quote of the day today says, actually it's your Friday reminder, and it says you have achieved a lot this week. Even if that to-do list still feels long, you've made a difference just by showing up and being you. Time to celebrate and look forward to the weekend adventures. Happy weekend.
Mbogi na ngoja nifike sai, jomboke mevai tupige sai. Jao pia imeshika wa.
I hope you're feeling proud of your week and how it has turned out. And of course, I'm wishing you guys nothing but just a beautiful, beautiful weekend.
Sai, robo dakika nafika sai. Nimejipini, mjaba na skin, mabela kibani, mjaza kwa team. Mali ni fit, kitu legit, shukisha curtain, safisha screen. Robo ni team, basona medim. Me and my team, we in it to win. Shari manyani bang, doba ni kali na bang. Na wanyuri na swag, bado na stack the bag. Kama glass tunagonganisha, sai kama wada tunafuatanisha. Sai kama mboka tunakagawisha. Sai kama glass tunagonganisha. Sai kama wada tunafuatanisha. Sai kama mboka tunakagawisha.
Reaching out to all the massive on the African continent and tuning to the Pan-African Bliss Show with your host, none other than Joby, from Monday to Friday. Stay tuned, and Gerard and love, respect, and blessings for our big up massive.
Yes, and of course, karibuni sana. I hope you guys are doing amazing. And of course, let me know where you're streaming live with us from in case this is your first time. Karibuni sana once again. I see unasema by that niko beautiful. After umenitukana, si unataka tupelekane hivi? Tutapelekana, eh? I'm not the faint-hearted. Don't come here trying to throw shade at me, okay? I'm with a very positive energy, and we're just all about positivity. So if you come here with your bad intentions, trust me, you're coming for the wrong person, because I'm not the crybaby, all right? I'm not. But anyway, karibuni sana to the Black Fire Network Pan-African Bliss episode of today. My name is Joby, and of course, it is 27 minutes past 1. I want to talk about, before we get into whatever is going on in Niger, we want to talk about what is going on. This is a history that has been literally misinterpreted. We're talking about the one and only Idi Amin. And of course, Idi Amin, the story of this guy, the way most of us actually know it, it is misinterpreted. I don't know if Keith you can tune in and join in and let the people, the audience also know. What history did you know? Anyone who's just with me, Appa, when I Zengia, you can tune in, request to be a guest, and let me know what history of Idi Amin, or what part of the history of Idi Amin do you know? Is it the positive side of it or the negative side of it? Because the misinterpretation about most of the leaders who were Pan-Africanists, who meant change for African people, who meant literally legacy, like those who literally lived a legacy that is supposed to be written and spoken about positively, it has all been misinterpreted. So we want to talk about Idi Amin, and that is our first story of the day. There's this reporter who goes by the name Hassan Kufangoro, and he has come out and is saying that the controversial of the Idi Amin lecture has continued to be misinterpreted, and he feels like history needs to be rewritten. And they're saying that the organizers of a controversial public lecture meant to memorialize Ugandan dictator Idi Amin says the plan to go on with the event according to Ugandan's privately owned Daily Monitor. And they're saying that Caps Fugaro Hassan, the spokesperson of the group, told the local media that the lecture... Oh, what's going on? Keith, are you there? I don't know. But anyway, Caps Kufagoro Hassan, the spokesperson of the group, told the local media that the lecture is part of the initiative meant to rewrite the narrative about Amin in order to depict his legacy in a way that they view as fair and accurate. Mr. Hassan said that Amin's legacy has been misinterpreted to make him a villain by accusing him of wrong deeds he did not commit and erasing his contribution to Uganda and African from history. We have distributed the quote and say, we are disturbed by the manner Idi Amin is remembered based on negative.
I talked about him yesterday on Maria's show with Jonathan. We were talking about Ibrahim Touré. Ibrahim Touré said in that meeting in Russia, there's a lot of these old puppets. I don't know what he said. He said a lot of these old puppets have been getting wealthy being Western puppets while the people have not benefited from nothing. So I got to talk about how I'm a 70 and all these puppets were looking crazy when Ibrahim called them all out in Russia. A lot of these old puppets too. A lot of these old puppets have been getting wealthy while there's been no development in their countries. I wonder why. You said that. So that had me segue into Idi Amin because he was a leader that knew its history. He knew who he was. He knew you couldn't teach Idi Amin that the white man taught him nothing. He knew that we taught white people. He knew that. So he wasn't one of these bootlicking, coon-ass African puppets. Oh, you're the white man. So he would have, Idi Amin would do this. Let me show this. So I shared this picture with Maria and Jonathan yesterday.
Okay.
Let's see here.
In case you're on TikTok and you'd love to see maybe the things we're sharing on YouTube, kindly go to YouTube, search for Black Hot Fire Network. We are live on Black Hot Fire Network 2. There's 2 lives going on, another one from Uganda, and of course this one based right in the 254. And yeah, you can check out what we are sharing. In case you wanna subscribe, ensure you do.
I don't think they live right now. I don't think they live right now.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I was starting they were live.
I think they weren't. I think the internet went down. The internet went off. Thanks, Museveni.
I know, that's right. Museveni doing the most, He's telling you all you're overeating, undereating, miseating, and all that, while he can't even, provide lights, and talks about how we need to stop transporting our resources, exporting our resources to Russia and China, which just makes no sense while they have been doing it for the longest time. But yes, this guy says that we are disturbed by the manner Idi Amin is remembered based on negative branding of his personality, and that's why we believe his life and work while in office should be re-examined. Okay, and he says that Mr. Hassan said that the group wants Amin to be remembered for aiding the independence movement of South African countries like South Africa, Namibia, Angola. When he chaired for the African Union. Amin is infamously remembered as a brutal dictator whom they claim.
Let me know if you can see let me know when you can see my screen, Joby.
Okay. Yeah, I can see it.
So he would make these white people bow in front of him. You see these European, British and French. He said, "You crackers bow in front of me. I'm taking Africa back. You can't." Like you can't, and he talked about Jomo Kenyatta. He said, "I'm not Jomo Kenyatta, puppet ass. I'm not a Jomo Kenyatta's puppet ass." So when you come here, you will bow in front of me as you used to do when Africans ruled the world. I'm not afraid. You're not gonna have me as your puppet. So they would have to come and bow. See, I'm all bow. He make them all bow. Because so
exactly, and we've not seen it's always been the vice versa now with these puppets. They're the ones actually bowing in front of these clappers, showing them how we respect you. And this is how you see they have set up the education that we can continue so growing up. Let me tell you, these despots also have no respect for themselves. Okay, there's no way you are a leader of a country and you're being treated like a puppet the way they just take you. How do you are a grown up and adult, you're just being moved left, right, and center, and you just say, "Yes, master, I'll do anything you want to."
They raise those schools to worship white people, Joe. But they raise the same schools, most of these are African are morons, mostly idiots, like the idiots. So they're scared of white people, they don't know who they are, and they're raised, they're indoctrinated with European lies. Idi Amin was never indoctrinated. He knew who he was. He knew his
Let me tell you,
history.
these crackers are scared of us. Crackers are scared, and I see it most of the times with where I'm staying within the area of the studio. There's some crackers. I don't know where they pop in from. Old ones and ugly ones. We see them walking. Shout out to Shumani. Shumani saw one of them walking, and she was like, "Don't you have money? I thought you guys are rich." I mean, she didn't say it out loud like that, but she was like, "Yo, Simzungu." She's working. I mean, don't they have money? These people claim out they have money, and now we have most of the young ladies bragging about this.
You guys believe that they all got money. That's in your myth.
Because that is the narrative we've been given. You can see now what Idi Amin is trying to, do. He was trying to tell these people, you've been literally, making us bow to you for the longest time. It's the high time you realize we are the kings and queens. It's the other way round. Okay,
Yeah.
because you don't just beg, you've been stealing from this continent, and it's enough of you looting.
What he
It's the high
said?
time you bow down to us. And of course, that is, I bet if today, even today as we speak in the world of today, if let's say, for example, we saw any cracker trying to bow down to an African person, this is gonna be like a culture shock to us. People are gonna be looking at us like, what is going on? Because we have given these people so much respect that we lack none in any
Giving
of
all
us.
your power. Yeah, you're giving all your power.
We lack like literally no respect amongst us. We prioritize these people, and this way it is so easy for them to look at us like we are just child-like mind people because they're easy to control.
Exactly. And what does power not respect, Joe?
And that's why I want to correct actually Professor Lumumba when he said that these people will not respect you, but they will tolerate you. There's no toleration. I've not seen any toleration for crying out loud.
They have contempt because power doesn't respect weakness. They think Africans are docile and weak, so you never get no respect. They're never going to respect you because they think you're docile and weak. And power, nature power, everybody will get the 48 laws of power. Power does not respect weakness.
I was saying yesterday, there's this video I saw of a certain politician. He said it's gonna be so hard for Africa to stop giving handouts when it comes to politics, because it actually makes sense because we have set up that system of where it's just handouts. Nobody is gonna earn shit by fighting for it. Perfect example I gave was the quote I was reading yesterday, and it was saying that please. It was saying that let me read this. I don't know if you did catch up with this yesterday. I read it and I'll repeat it again about the degree, where you have the degree but it won't help you.
I see you. That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta go
but
for the
I have a very simple question. If they do say that they say that after school a dropout is elected as your leader, and you hear that the paper is not important, so you ask yourself, fine, if the paper is not important,
hold on, Joby. At least they know. See, you're so African. So this is when you do got to take responsibility. You know your leaders are morons. Like Joby said, first you got to get a bachelor. They said that's not good enough. Go get a master's. That's not good enough. They go get a PhD. Then your leaders, Museveni ain't got no degree. He's a moron. Paul Bill got no degree. Cameroon's an absolute moron. This goopy nigga Tinubu ain't got no degree. He's a moron. But most of them are morons. And you know that. That's why that saying is an African saying, and it's true. Mm-hmm. But you're led by morons because the CIA put them in there. You're led by morons on purpose. Also psychopathic morons.
And this is why I said African people, I said this yesterday, there's no way you're gonna see it. School fees is expensive. Majority of us are living in poverty because of school fees. Actually, our parents are unable to elevate to give us better lives because of school fees. Like they're sacrificing their whole lives, their lands, their kettles, everything to literally pay just school fees. Exactly. You have to let go of the assets, which is very important, and the only thing you should not even look at when it comes to the matters of finances. You should not be kept in a situation where you've acquired a land and still this land you'll have to sell it because of the situations because of the crisis of living that they have kept us.
Europeans have set up a system, Joby, of ignorance. It's easy to rule the people that's fearful and ignorant.
Listen, no way, Keith. Sometimes I want to disagree with you, and I'll disagree with what we saw happening in Uasin Gishu shows us that for the longest time, and like I said the other time, ignorance, yes, is there. But what we have as African people is fear, okay? And if for so long, and I know majority of the people know this, and majority of the people know this. We know so much information, like I said last week, there's so much information, but people don't want to talk about it. People want to sleep on it because the way we've been literally nurtured to grow up, it's all about fear being projected on us.
That's what they put, Joby. That's what Burna Boy told Africans grow up with so much fear. That's a fact. Yes, that's the system to keep you oppressed.
No way you're gonna. There is no way you're gonna be sitting down listening to someone like this. Now, I wanna play this for those who do not know. This is what, and I've shared this a couple of times. There's no you're gonna sit down listening to your goddamn so-called deputy president. Like Keith said, majority of these people do not even have papers. Okay, they're just picked, and they are mentioned. You just hear they popped up being leaders. And I said we need to actually start doing clear investigations of the tracks of each of these politicians, where they come from. What's their root of them sitting on that political seat they are sitting? How did they get there? Because like our deputy president, nobody knew this guy. He just popped out of nowhere, and now he's a deputy president. So it's all about the money that they are looting.
He was selected. Yeah.
This has nothing to do with power. This has nothing to do with leadership. This has nothing to do with literally us being independent thinkers. This has nothing to do with change. It's all about corruption and theft. That is what Africa is all about. Corruption and theft. We think we have, but we have.
But Joey, it was made that way by the Europeans. Like, let's at least put that caveat in there. Yes, it is, but it was created like that by the Europeans to rob and steal out of there. That's why Africa just always corrupt. Let's get at least be a little understanding. God damn.
Keith, Africans are not dumb. Okay, we say we are very smart, right? And I also want to say we are not that dumb. We are not that stupid. We are not that indoctrinated to not understand how our finances move. It hurts, and I know this from majority of the parents. Like I'm saying, what we saw happening in Uasin Gishu, we saw confident students standing up and telling these people, you come with all types of sympathetic faces, okay? I'll call them pretty sympathetic faces, pretty handsome. That is what they show. Pretty handsome faces. They show you, we understand your situations. And then they nurture their children to also sympathize with you, to show you, we understand what you go through. Also, us being, in these political seats, or me being a politician's daughter, it's not like it's easy. I've also struggled like you. It's a lie. Okay? It's a lie. And since you understand how financial crises are, trust me, if you are a hustler, like we were saying yesterday with, that was the other day, a hustler never sleeps. A hustler will not literally even have time to not go to work unless they're sick. Even if they're sick, they'll strain to go to work because they know my life is at crisis and I have to feed myself. I have to feed my kids. I have to pay bills. There's no time to rest. And these people know, and they literally endure a lot when it comes to finances. So you won't tell me you are a hustler, you pay a lot of bunch of school fees, you have to sell your land, and you won't tell me you're not understanding and something is wrong. Then to make it worse, okay, your deputy president, you are watching the tele-live vision every goddamn day, because Africans were so controlled in the mind where we believe in this mainstream media, everything they represent is okay. Politicians said it, it's fine, we need to trust them. But at this point, the truth is it's literally on our naked eyes. They're telling you we've been stealing and will not stop. We are stealing from you. This is why the system is set up like this. And then they come up to your children's school where you've spent literally millions of money, and they tell you, you're not supposed to be getting a job. Who are you talking to? You're supposed to be stoning these people to death. I don't know who said we have no right to kill such kind. We do. Okay? We do. Stone to death. These stone, let them feel the pain. This is not bubble gum. That's a quick death. Stone to death. Beat them bit by bit. Let them feel the pain you've been feeling. Listen to this and pay attention.
Says the Kenya Kwanza administration is banking on the affordable housing project to unemployment.
Oh, the same system. And this is the same system. I think we have the same nonsense going on also in America. You know, these houses that are always just built, you know, for no goddamn reason. For no goddamn reason to. We just have projects just popping in and out of Africa just for no goddamn reason.
Speaking,
not even going to
during the graduation ceremony at the JKU at campus in Juja, Kiambu County, the deputy president told graduates.
Go on, Keith.
I said they're called white elephants, Joby. Building products and building things to nowhere called white elephants. And God, that Kenyan woman got a fucked up wig on.
I see MJ Valentina is saying that power and greed is what shows that their system is working.
Right.
Power and
Right.
greed, I know, right? And I also see Effie Karibu Sana, welcome back. I see you saying that you could have informed me when you came. Like, Manze, sorry, I always go live Monday to Friday from 12:30 to 1 p.m. Nikichelewa sana, maybe 1. That's it. Yeah, but yeah, Karibu Sana. Nice to see you back right here.
That they are stepping out of class to no jobs and called on them to join hands with government to create similar
confronted by the reality of the unemployment crisis in the country as he officiated the graduation of thousands of learners at the Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology.
Oh, mnasema mambo ya job.
You're there shouting, yeah. You sound dummy, okay? You sound so dummy. You listening to someone who has been taking your money from your pocket. I don't care if it's your parent who's paying the school fees or you. This is theft going on in these countries, okay? Not just Kenya. We're going to hear Julius Malema telling us the same bullshit. We're going to hear another president or another leader telling us the same nonsense because of their own goddamn mistakes. Their own mistakes, they want to tell us, oh, you have to join hands to help us do your job. We have to join hands, help you do your job. It's your job. You're supposed to create job opportunities. But yesterday we read the African leaders, I don't know how many, I tried looking how many leaders were in the BRICS summit meeting. And it's about 30 African leaders. The names are not mentioned, but I wonder if our own goddamn Ruto is there. And I bet so, because there's another puppet who's just moving things very quickly. He's just moving shit very quickly. Making decisions.
You know, Kenya asked to be in the BRICS, yeah. So they probably have a representative. I don't know if it's the president was there, but yeah, Kenya asked to be in the BRICS. So that's why he was over time. Remember, he was in there, did the speech about a month ago. Hey, get rid of your dollars. I'm telling everybody, you better be ready to get rid of the dollar. Get rid of the dollar bill. Because this moron thinks BRICS is the, hey, you moronic African despotic knuckleheads. BRICS is going to capture you even worse than the dollar, stupid. It's not your salvation. Since you have no industrial base, the more industrialized countries are going to be able to prey on you and your resources because your currency, which BRICS is not even a currency, will be back. That's why I said you guys had that video. That white guy was saying what I was saying. Find that video. I sent you on TikTok. Because your currency, it's not currency, but the BRICS will be backed up by your resources. Since you don't make shit, and I do, you're going to be selling your natural resources for my finished products. So it's going to benefit me. I can capture your resources and impoverish you even more. So shout out to the cats with the small hat. This is some brilliant shit. All these morons when Africa think you getting away from the dollar. You about to jump out of the frying pan, out of the pot into the frying pan. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't study it. Go study BRICS. BRICS didn't come from the Chinese and the Russians. Came from the same people over in Wall Street. And so Joby came here. people in Wall Street, okay? People that run this planet, that own all the businesses. That's where it came from. They come from Russia and China and Brazil, South Africa and India and all that other dumb shit. Came from Goldman Sachs, the cats with the small hats. That's a fact.
It is insane. It is insane. But on that, as I conclude on that story of Idi Amin that has brought us to all this, I believe, I say it's true. The history needs to be rewritten because we need to rewrite the whole history, the whole of it. Everything, like all these books these Western books have to be gotten rid of.
When you don't know your history, so shout out to Pia Lola Mama. When you don't know your history.
But success team that said that history is not important. Can you imagine that?
It's crazy. It's the most important. But you don't know who you are. You don't know where you've been. You don't got no pride. That's why you have lack of pride, because you know who you were, who your people were. Your pride is in your history. You can't move forward and being a full African without knowing what Africans were. You can't. White man told you wasn't shit and you believed it because he took away your history. So you still believe that. How am I change your mind if you growing up believing you wasn't shit when you used to rule the world? You had Simba talking about they came to help us and we should be happy about the things they've done to help us. How could they help you when it was literally you who taught them how to read and write, how to wash their ass, how to change their clothes, how to eat? What are you talking about? That's why history's so important. That's why he don't know it and he's dangerous. He'll become a coon and he'll work for the Europeans and you had to get rid of his ass.
Remember MJ Valentino was telling me yesterday how dangerous I am to, in Africa, how these despots don't like this, the Western, the Europeans don't like this and all that.
You're just supposed to be stupid, Joby. Stupid and
I told him, and I know that because you've been telling me that like daily, they don't like, and we see it actually on a daily. They don't like, every time we have like, perfect example I'll give is activists. Anyone who's trying to go against these people, if you don't accept the money or shut up, your family is on a threat, your life is threatened. Actually, it's bad when they even come for your family. And that's why you see most of the people pull down, they don't talk anymore.
You're threatening white power, Joby. You're threatening white power. So you gotta understand the European mindset. At the end of the day, it's not about the money, it's about my power allows me to take the money, the big paper.
They don't have no power. We have it all. This is what we need to understand. Because these people are dependent on us. They have no goddamn shit. I'm not respecting no
but you don't know that. West Africans don't.
I know this. And you have to get it. Enough of the excuses of us saying what. We're getting facts right here on TikTok. You stop appetizing me. I'm not food.
It has begun, Jill. The glorious revelation has begun. I have more Africans on TikTok knowing who they are and what it has begun. The revelation has begun because everything's being revealed. The history's coming back. The white people getting upset. They get upset about the history. I love every bit of it. And telling there's a white guy on TikTok telling them that the Africans taught you to wash your ass. I know you don't get mad, but these are just facts. These are just truth. So don't get angry with me for telling you the truth.
Spoken. Effie saying that I think we Africans can start reading our own history. Exactly. People don't want to do that. Most of the people don't want to do that. The books, and then something as for us African people, we've also not grown with the books a lot. So reading is also a problem. Most of the people, reading is a problem. Trust me. Like
exactly. They've been plucked from the street. They're all pup. I told you, this exposed them. I love this. Gave them too much exposure, like chess game. Like I said, you can see the pawns and all these. There's no doubt that you see all these leaders from Africa. You can say it, but now they've been exposed as real puppets. Rudo, Kope Dada, Doodoo, that goopy nigga in Nigeria. All of them are puppets, right? And that's what I love, and that's why they so scared of that young man. And man, they're gonna come to kill you, brother. Just make sure don't shake nobody's hand. They got ray guns that blow up your heart. Keep a small surrounding. Y'all gonna have jealous Negroes, and they gonna say, "We're gonna get a lot of money, nigga. We're gonna let you be the president of Burkina Faso. We're gonna make you rich." Yeah, I like to be rich. Man, fuck these people while we steal. And we gonna keep stealing diamonds and gold out of here, right? Yeah. You made me rich. Yeah. So be careful, young man. So, be careful. So, because the chess game showed that these people are all puppets. They've been like really exposed, and they've been called up. They're puppets. They're all puppets. That's just they've shown you that they're puppets of the West. It's not an illusion no more. You see, all these despots are puppets, and like the young man said it up in Russia, all these. She said you have a lot of Western puppets up here. I love. God, that's how you know you're speaking truth and power. Tell them to their face. You got a lot of, hey, Putin, you got a lot of Western puppets up in here. You see these puppets and looking all crazy. All them fake African leaders, they're not leaders because they never led shit. All of them are looking all crazy. Kagame instantly put everybody on curfew. Ain't that shit happening. Why I gotta be on curfew? Don't worry about it. You on curfew. But 70 kicking out all the white people. They scared. They scared.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, as we move on, as we move on, I also want to talk about what is going on. There's this article. I'll just give bits of it because YouTube will not violate the WHO's cases. I sent you this and also sent it on the group yesterday about Kenya looking forward to the polio jab that after some positive cases and the crazy
but we can't talk about no medical thing that goes against WHO on YouTube anymore. If polio's good, I hope that you guys get the best you can get from polio. It's been established. It's a great treatment. And if you decide to get it, that's your personal choice. And I respect your personal choice. I'm sorry, Joby. Let's go. I'm sorry, Joby. I'm sorry. Look. This is what you do. Okay, now let me pause your mic on YouTube. Then you can say what you got to say on TikTok. Go ahead. TikTok is the old YouTube back in the day. Still taking people's channel down, but not as bad. So Joby can say what she wants to say over there and be honest. Can't say it on YouTube.
time tutazisikia mara mingi. So be one, that's all I'm gonna say. Be very I'll keep it. But anyway, as I get into the main topic of the day, I see Mjuaji wa Nairobi. Thank you for following the post. You're saying that makes a lot of sense. It does. Because hata kama ulichukua ile ya COVID-19 jua tu wewe unanyuria. Sawa, hivyo tu ndo ndasema. you too. Anyway, as we get into the main topic of the day, that is Keith. Thank you for holding it down.
What you gotta do, Joby? You gotta be able to be slick.
If I was alone, definitely. If you are not here, I would have just spoken, and go put the show on private after this, But anyway, what they're saying that in Niger about what is going on. Like yesterday, was saying that there is the Wagner commander. You don't even know which commander. The Wagner group commander.
The head of Wagner said he died in an airplane crash. I don't believe it because I don't see any body. I think it might be disinformation. Till I see a body, I don't believe nobody's dead and stinking. Till I see a body, everything's always kabuki theater. Till I see a body, I don't believe, Prigozhin is dead. They thought he turned against Putin. And, that was a messed up lie. They fooled the CIA. See, you got that clandestine when the CIA tried to pay him off to go back against his own country, Russia. And he just took the $5 billion and told the CIA to stick it up their ass. didn't do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So
yes. So they're saying that Niger, the coup leader in Niger, General Chiani, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Manze. It's very, very tough for me, so pardon me. The coup leader in Niger, Chiani, has signed an order allowing the fellow military governments of Mali and Burkina Faso to send their troops into his country to help defend against an attack. And the announcement was made after the foreign ministers of Burkina Faso, Olivier Oruamba, and Mali, I won't pronounce the name, visited General Chiani in Amni. That was on Thursday. The Western African region, Bloc ECOWAS, has threatened to use force to reinstate the democratically elected.
They decided not to now. They weren't going to do that. They're going to use diplomatic measures, Joby, because I told you, that people would have overthrew their puppet asses. Those people know that them people aren't going to go to war and lose their babies to fight their brothers. So, and they know not for no white man. They puppets. They're going to overthrow them, take control of the country. They're going to overthrow Kofi Adada and that other moronic ass, coke drug dealing ass nigga out of Chicago.
It's all happening because you also know that right now we also have elections in Zimbabwe currently ongoing. And I can see from most of what is going on, most of the people are advised to not go vote, stay at home. Elections are always stolen. So you can tell actually African people are picking information from what has been going on for the longest time, because there's no way we're going to keep on having these puppets who always just keep on promising us change, which never happens. It's just always hopes we're being sold, literally.
True.
We sold nothing but just hope, actually. Just keep on relying on my words, but there's no deliverance. Keep on relying on what I told you, but on what I'm saying.
But you only can do that. People are smart, but you only can do that to the ignorant population, like you were 2 years ago. They don't understand politics.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you choose who. That's how you choose somebody to work for you. You got to be involved in that. That's where who gets the money. Goes.
Listen. So I have Mjuajua Kanairo telling me utabambwa. Utabambwa means I'll be arrested. Let them come for me. I am ready. Let me tell you, and this is what I was saying yesterday to you guys. You see, this fear agenda is what is stopping you, is what is making you live in poverty, is what makes you think waking up in Kibera, Madare, is a normal thing, and kuomoka is just by chance. Kuomoka, unless tujomoshe, igava siya mama yenu, sindio? But let me tell you, that is what is making us not move. This is what they want to keep on using. Fear, okay? Because you're scared to talk. Fear. Understand that, my friend. When mjua Nairobi, so unafaa kuwa mjuaji na hii. Unajua? Unafaa kuelewa hizi vitu. Fear is being used upon us.
So you did with a real revolutionary. So with Joby, what he's saying is true. It could happen like it happened. They came and arrested Maria and let her go.
It's okay. We are ready, Keith. I chose this job.
I know we let her out. I know, Joby. We'll get you out. We're not gonna let them hurt you, Joby. We'll get you out.
I'm not hurt. I'm just saying. I'm just educated.
I know. I said we're not gonna let you hurt her. But this young lady here was told the same thing that guy's telling Joby. Bam, right here. She was told the same thing through her parents.
From design.
Told the same thing.
She was told to shut up.
Huh?
She was told to shut up.
Yeah. She was told to shut up by the government.
For real, like they came for her. I mean, I know of Maria.
She's talking like you, Joby. She was saying the same shit about Zimbabwe and puppetry, and the Zimbabweans are very. If you guys understand, the Zimbabweans were one of the most educated people in Africa. Like I told, I don't know about Joby. Yeah, I don't know about Joby or Kay. Look that up. He's showing that now. The Zimbabweans were one of the best educated black people in the continent. So she comes from that lineage. So they know what's going on. And so her and a friend, her being very, very smart, that knock came at the door like, hey, we've been monitoring you. She was flustered. She's like, what? But I told her, I said, Rumi's on. They're going to be monitoring you, Rumi. You're going to be monitored, sweetheart. You think so? Yes, Rumi.
I mean, I know I'm money.
So I said, yes,
I also
Rumi.
have a goddamn club monitored. So Jojo, Nairobi, I don't think like I know this because these people own all of these gadgets we're using, okay? They know we're talking about them. It's easy for them to send anyone at my door. It's easy for them to access any location. I mean, what don't they know about? They have my data clearly. These phones we're using, they know. This application I'm talking to you through, they know. So I'm not scared personally.
But you got to understand, George, Joby has a revolutionary spirit that this young lady right here didn't work for me, didn't have. She has a less fearless heart. Rumby just didn't have that. It's scared of the death.
Take the risk, yeah? It's always take the risk. That's one thing I've learned through the journey of my life. I've always been taking risks. That's why I'm here. Because I'd be doing something different if I never took the risk. Trust you me. Take the risk and go for what you want and do it boldly. And I see you saying that, being honest in Kenya is a criminal, very illegal. I know, in every African country.
That's not just Kenya. That's not just Kenya. You better see. That's how they giving you these fake borders. You don't understand. That's Black Africa. All of Africa is the same way. You don't know that because you haven't traveled out the continent. I mean, out of your own country. If you're able to travel through your own country, it will blow your mind how similar African is. It's copy and paste. Same poverty, same despot, same religion.
Yeah. School fees is expensive the same way. Indoctrinated religion.
School fees. All your
hospitality. Yeah.
Most of your schools are run down. That's all of Africa. You're like, God damn, what the fuck is going on?
The same system. Kalaba, I see you. Thank you for following the host. You're saying very true. George Nairobi is saying that this whole thing is governed by the WHO, and they have ways to take you down. See the late Magufuli. I know. Come on, I know. I do know.
Yeah, they got
it's up to you. Actually, since we can't literally talk about it, like we know actually for YouTube, that's why I was muted on YouTube, because most of our YouTube channels have been taken down because of talking about it. But you'll be stupid enough to be ignorant if you know this and still go and get injected with their, yeah, you'll still be stupid just because. Yeah, that is what needs to happen. If you're saying that what we need is about them knowing that we need to unite Africa and be free from the past.
That's Tinubu, Joel. Yeah, University of Chicago trying to get them to stop releasing his papers of being selling drugs in Chicago when he's on the streets with all the gangs. And how do you end, like somebody said on TikTok, I don't know what, how do you end up being on the streets of Chicago selling dope to now be the president of Nigeria?
Graduate Nairobi is saying that address the religion shit they manipulated Africans with, wrote a book and named it the Bible. I know
Sure
they
did.
did, and they've been doing that. I mean, that's why you see the issue of this pastor who's in jail right now, who's complaining how he can't eat and he's been torturing people, and they're dead.
Well, good. I'm glad you can't eat, nigga.
I know he's complaining. It just sounds like the Niger's president. Oh, I'm being fed just dry rice and all that. I'm not being taken care of. This
Because, exactly, because I've been the president, all you people starving. Listen, hey, president of Nigeria, they about to put you on trial. They said they got all the evidence. They know you're treasonous. They got the evidence you're talking to the American. You talking to the fake Al Qaeda and ISIS and Boko Haram that the West created. They told you your military was bugging your phone, moron. They got you talking to France, helping the damn terrorists because the white people put the terrorists in there so they can steal. They got you. You're not gonna survive. So they're either gonna make you a bargaining chip. You can say, and if you guys don't want us to kill him, you better not never invade. They're not gonna invade you guys anyway. That's so. But I think they need to make an example out of you because it's gonna scare the other despots. They need to make an example because all these despots are doing the same thing. From Paul Beer, Museveni, Root, they all been doing this. They know the terrorists are the United States. They know it's the CIA. Put these fake terrorists in, run throughout Africa and the world. How does terrorism go up 30,000% since the Americans and the French got there? Because they're the ones creating the terrorism. You get it? So they bugged your phone, Goopy. They got the evidence against you. They already know you guilty of treason. All these puppets are treasonous. They back the West. They don't care shit about their people. They don't build no hospitals. They don't build no decent roads. They don't build no good schools. They don't build no damn jobs, no manufacturing where people can get jobs.
But we had them yesterday telling China that we need to move from infrastructure to industrialization and all that, It's just crazy. Why can't we build our own shit? Why do these leaders always have to?
Yeah, they locked up. They didn't come. They locked Maria Museveni. After we did the video with Bobby Wine, and I never think I knew he was a puppet. They locked Maria up for doing that. Exclusive that we got with Bobby Wine. Because remember, he took us to his home. Nice little lavish home. He got in Uganda living like a king. This nigga's a puppet. So at first Maria didn't want to believe me. And she started talking, asked some questions. Said, Keith, he is a puppet. Yeah, Maria, he hangs out with Bill Gates and these other Western people talking that LGBTQ shit and everybody get vaccines. You already know he's a puppet talking that shit.
We know he's the next one. But anyways, as I wind up, I see Effie is saying that that is
But she's okay. She went back like she's a beauty.
Keep up order of the show. Keep
up
order.
Wait, calm down, Joe. See, she's a beauty like Joby. See, but Joby's crazy, like Shabbat. Some people are pretty and crazy. Sometimes the pretty ones are the crazy ones. So yeah, she's okay. She went back to I think she's doing I need to get I think she's doing real estate, and she's also been still doing modeling again. She went back to modeling, but that don't pay no bills. Shit. I think she went back to doing real estate. Shit. Her degree was in real estate. So
that's nice. I hope she's doing great. I hope she's doing great. I see Effie saying that I'm sorry about your network, but I hope you shall be okay when we come back. That is for the next show. I see Kumbuku in the building. Brandon, I don't know what's funny, but shout out to you.
You were going crazy. That's what's up. Go ahead, Joe. You got it.
He just joined and just started laughing. I don't know why he's laughing, I don't know, it's fine.
He's laughing because you were going crazy when he just joined.
No,
Okay, go ahead.
He laughed when I said about China, talking about industrialization. I was like, what's funny? I don't know. But anyway, family, we're coming to the end of today's show. I hope you guys have enjoyed. And that is what we wanted to talk about. In conclusion of everything we've been talking about this week, I just hope African people, we really waking up, and if we really mean revolution, I hope we move in one way. Yesterday we were talking about Somali joining the East African community, and I was saying we have a very big part and a very big opportunity of uniting. We're doing this actually without even knowing it. We have the East African communities, and it consists of 8 countries. 8 African countries.
Congo, Rwanda,
Congo,
Tanzania,
Tanzania,
Uganda, Kenya, and South Sudan.
Yeah, so we can see this is actually what we create. We're just creating unity in the smallest, minimal way. And I hope this can help us start creating our own shit, make use of our own resources, trade amongst each other. We don't need Chinese people. We have our people who have spent, like I was saying yesterday, they have studied engineering, studied a lot of architecture, and they have skills. Even we have children who just have skills, and they can help us apply. We have intelligent people in Africa, but the moment we want to film this using these gadgets and we showcase it to the Europeans, they come by the idea, and now they're the best. They're the best makers of everything.
What they do, of course. So Jobi's like a little more revolutionary than a Romby was, right? But they got the same taste in men. Now, I Romby like Nigerian men like Joby, but she wanted to get her South African man. Remember, I got get my South African man.
Yeah, you need you a South African man, or a Jamaican. You need one. If you need to get a Nigerian, as long as the mask, come on, nigga, you good.
Okay, well, Romby never said no Jamaican. She just said Nigerian and goddamn Nigerian in South Africa, because she goes to South Africa. Zimbabwe's right there by South Africa. They go back and forth this up. But I remember she was hitting on Wolf that day. That shit was hilarious. And they was on doing the show when Spike's about Wolf on there, the musician out of Nigeria. She said, I like Nigerian guys. I said, Rumby, stop flirting. You're showing. Your slip is showing, girl. Stop being too obvious. Stop being so obvious.
That is Mjojo Kanero ni show kama. Is it on TikTok? If it's on TikTok, sure, we will do it. I'll do it on weekends. I'd love to do it. I would love to be part of the panel. He's linking me up with a panel of where we can have discussion of such other episodes. So yeah, you can link me up. On TikTok. Okay, sawa. I'll check it out after this. Then we'll communicate much more. And of course, asante sana for following the host. I'm glad you guys. Every day I'm getting at least new followers, and at least people, not just followers, but people who are getting to know what we're talking about. That's just the beautiful part of doing this, getting people who understand clearly what is happening is just the dopest part of this amazing conversation. You're saying that if Zimbabwe, that is FE, if Zimbabwe is having elections today, let's wait for the results and the views of Zimbabweans, and we know. Definitely, it's not gonna be like, thank you for the gifts, I appreciate. Definitely it's no change. Like Keith said, Africa is set up the same way. These elections are gonna be rigged, of course, and
I need those elections. I need those elections to be rigged for Managua. The reason why that I would say yes, it's still a despotic country, but the Europeans want Zimbabwe back. We got to understand African history. That was called Rhodesia. When wicked ass Cecil Rhodes took South Africa, what you call Zimbabwe and Zambia back in the day. So that was South Africa, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. Mm-hmm. So what happened was Zimbabwe was ruled the same way South Africa is ruled today, where white people controlled everything. And the black people were nothing but the maize. They weren't allowed to go in certain parts of their own country. And so they went to war. The young Zimbabweans went to war against the white minority, and they won that war. Them being Africans, Africans always be too nice. They said, okay, we're going to try and negotiate you giving us our land back. So for over 20 years, Robert Mugabe tried to negotiate. Remember, see, like Joby said, this is how the fake media was. He was a good guy before he got the land back. Oh, Robert Mugabe's now knighted by the Queen. He's a good guy. But as soon as he said, listen, it's been 20 years. You people have been stalling. You don't want us to pay you for our own land that you stole. I got to give this land back to the people. That's what this war was about. Us getting back our country and the land. So at that time, he systematically started going to get the land. And then they put what? Sanctions on his country, which they still under today, and even more. So they would destroy the country and say, oh, look at these poor dumb niggas. They don't know how to run a country. You need to have the white people back then. Understand, when white people lie, they do it big. White people say, oh, these were the people that knew how to make the farm work. That's a lie. Because all the skilled labor, they said, oh, we're the skilled labor. You know damn well when they see white people, and even in Kenya, they're the ones managing. The black people are doing all the goddamn work, all the labor. So they want to dominate, fam. They want to dominate. So all the skilled labor was the Zimbabweans who were on the land, working the land, not these white people who had got ownership of the land and managing black people at their work. So they try to say, well, Zimbabwe won't be able to feed themselves without white people. Motherfucker, they've been feeding themselves before you got there. What are you talking about? See, this is the lunacy of white people, the psychopaths. So when Zimbabwe started getting the land back and started having expediting a big abundance of food, because they were making more enough food for them to eat and export, white people got mad. So American Europeans put sanctions on them, wouldn't allow their products to be sold outside of Zimbabwe. Who you smiling at, Joby? Somebody flirting with you on TikTok?
Yeah, you can try smile.
All right.
Yeah, allow me to wrap it up, Keith. I'm past time, and yeah, that's what's
Let me finish what I got to say. How much to let you wrap it up? Good grief, give me 5 minutes. So then Zimbabwe was doing relatively well. The reason why the economy went into the dirt, because remember the American dollar, that wicked ass dollar, is the currency on the planet. So they couldn't buy and sell in dollars, so it devalued their currency and put them in a tailspin. But even with that, Zimbabwe is still doing good. They're still the biggest tobacco growers in Africa. So that's why I still need Managua to stay in power, because the opposition, the black puppet that they want to put in is like, yes, when I get there, the sanctions will be released, Zimbabweans, because I'm going to give the land back to white people. We're going to get a land back that they stole from us back to them, so we won't be in sanctions. You crazy as cat shit. Crazy as hell. Giving no land back that's ours. And if you notice, those white people never left Zimbabwe. I think the black people gonna kill it. Those white people never left Zimbabwe. They're still there. So go ahead, Joby. I said.
Yeah, I'll wrap it up. So much love, family. Smash the like button as you live. And of course, subscribe in case you're new. And let me know what's up. See you guys on Monday, same time, same place. And of course, have yourselves a beautiful day. We shall be back with the Rhythm Scoop Show. That is after like 2 hours because we got some amazing lunch we want to munch right here. So take care, be safe, and be aware of your surrounding. Thank you, Mbure.
Are your lunch ready?
Huh?
The lunch is ready?
Almost.
Yeah, they went to get. Oh, where's my goddamn plate?
Yeah, it will serve. We'll serve you and send it through Sendwave.
You better do something. They took my money to get the damn oil. They better do the gas. Better do something, goddamn it.
All right. Epi, thank you so much for tuning in. Mjuaji, manze mko wengi, mnakujanga tu saa zenye natoka. But anyway, asanteni sana. Mbure Mwalimu, thank you for tuning in. Falme Richie, user 19, of course, Mjuaji wa Kanairo. I see that. Let me actually take it very quickly before I leave, and we'll discuss much more on it. Text WhatsApp, then tutabonga. And I see if you're saying that if you look at the way Africa countries carry their election, it's like it's a created cycle, baby girl. It is, trust me. And I see user 19 nasema unanibamba, pia wewe unanibamba. Manze, asante for tuning. Falme Richie, thank you for following the host.
And Bamba, Habatabatamba, and Mishulamba, and Way, and Ambina, and Way.
Yeah. Unanibamba means you are exciting me, or you are exciting me. Yeah, that would.
Hey, nigga, I'm gonna put some cold water on your ass.
Much love, family. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's Martin. That's my name, Martin. Asante sana Mato for following the host. I hope you guys tune in. I'm
about to do the ice bucket test on you, nigga.
Don't listen to this crazy person, you know. He's crazy. He needs to be taken to a mental hospital. You guys be very aware of that.
Do better, nigga. Do better.
Makarina piga kachai, sina deni ndo nimejidai, siku hakuna risk alai.